Hi there, my name is Dan and this is a free extract from my larger InDesign course on my website, bringyourownlaptop.com. Alright, in this video we're going to make a nice big colored background. It's going to have no stroke around the outside or little line, but a nice big colored fill. Let's go and do that. Okay, before we get started and put the big box in the background, we need to understand the difference between a fill and a stroke. Okay, it's reasonably easy, okay, but let's quickly look at it. So we're going to use this tool down here, the rectangle tool. You've got two, the frame tool, okay, if I draw out a frame, or draw rectangle tool, they kind of look the same, well, kind of look the same. You can actually fill these guys with colors if you want to. I never ever use the frame tool. It's totally up to you. Okay, the frame tool generally gets used for like a placeholder. This is where an image is going to go. Okay, I never generally have that problem, so I just leave a big hole where the image is going to go. You might like this little line through the middle. Okay, and I'm going to use the regular old rectangle tool the whole course. One thing is you might not be able to see it. It's because the last person that used your computer might have clicked and hold down this rectangle tool and used the ellipse tool. Okay, and drawn an ellipse. Okay, and it just means it's always set to ellipse now. So hold it down, you might be able to find the rectangle tool. Let's draw a rectangle, any old size, okay? And it might have a fill, it might not. This is where it's gonna come up the top here, okay? We're gonna use this option. There's a few different ways. There's this way, there's this way, there's this way, and there's this way. They all do the same thing. If you're using any other method, you're fine, okay? But this way here I find is the easiest to learn. And it just means this top one here's the fill, the next one is the stroke. So the fill is obviously the fill in the inside, okay? So we're gonna pick a fill, okay? And I'm gonna pick the mid-green, okay? And in terms of the stroke, I'm gonna click back on that little arrow and there's the stroke. And at the moment it has a little red line. Red line means none. I've got no stroke around the outside. Say if I want to put a black stroke around the outside, you see I clicked on it, it added a stroke, and you can kind of see it there. Okay, so the stroke is the line around the outside. To adjust the size of that stroke, you can see just next to it, there's a 1 point. It's always done in points, not millimeters or inches. Okay, and I can increase it up. Okay, can I make a nice thick stroke around the outside? What I actually want from this rectangle is I want to have no stroke. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the stroke one. I'm going to click none. And this top one here, I don't want this green. I want the light green. Okay, awesome. If it's not changing, you've got to make sure you've got it selected. So grab the selection tool and just got you selected and then make these adjustments. What I want to do is I want to stretch it out because remember we're using bleed in this case. We looked at bleed earlier on. Okay, so what we're going to do is, it's really hard to see the edges here, so I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Zooming is Command minus on a Mac or Control minus on a PC. And I'm going to go back to my selection tool, the black arrow. I'm going to grab this bottom right and I'm going to drag it. Do I drag it to the edge of the white or all the way out to the red? Okay, the answer is red. Okay, same with this one here. If I leave it just there, remember the bleed might get trimmed, okay, and it might leave a little white liner on the edge because we need a little bit of overhang to make sure it can get chopped off nice and clean and crisp and clear. And remember, anything over this edge here is going to get probably chopped into the bin. So that is how to color a background in InDesign. There's no way of going in and setting like the default bit of this to be anything but white. Okay, I'm going to undo and we do it with a nice big rectangle. All right, that's it for this video. Let's go and start looking at importing and scaling and flipping and stuff of the images. All right, see you in the next one. So, what did you think? Did you like it? Okay, if you did, please hit the like button and maybe consider subscribing to my channel. It really helps my business. Now, this is just a free video from my larger InDesign course. You can see the full version on bringyourownlaptop.com. On that site, there is a free cheat sheet you can download. Okay, print it off, stick it next to your computer, look awesome. The other thing is I have lots of other courses there. Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, After Effects, Premiere, Dreamweaver, lots of other ones. So go check that out on bringyourownlaptop.com. Bye.